Do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. See if this works out. Let's see. Where is the edit stream? But that's not even on here. Awesome. Awesome. Sweet. Cool. Now it's just gonna literally be called the exact same thing. Great. Alright, well that's fucked. That's fucked. Yeah, they're just what the fuck? What the Okay then. I guess this is just gonna be called the exact same thing from last time. Oh, there you are. Stream info. Yay! Cool, now we can fucking change you. Sweet. Now let's just fucking... Now what do I call it? You know what, we'll just call it this, because fuck it. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh my goodness. Streamlabs, you are ridiculous. You are ridiculous sometimes. There we go. Bye bing bye boom. Oops. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, now to make sure that everything else is looking nice and fine and dandy. Now that I got all that done. Cool. Yep, that's going swimmingly. Sweet. We got some swimminess going on here. Cool. Alright. As long as all that's working out, should be good. Should he be mighty fine and good. Oi. Day 2 of Streamlabs utterly being kind of a bitch and Twitch fucking shadow banning me. It's bullshit. And I hope at least this time fucking Streamlabs will probably at least work with fucking streaming on the YouTubes at this point. At least you could probably do me a good favor on that one. At least try to do me a solid on that one, Streamlabs. And also, where's the fucking pop-out chat? I would like to have that. Let me see. I could probably do it for here. So I don't really need that. To the right side screen? No, I don't want that. Draw on top. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Yes, yes. It's already on. It should still be on. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. Everything else is good. Okay, whatever. About as good as gonna get. Cool. Curiosus. Whatever. There ain't gonna be no chat pop-up if I pop off of it. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what a bloody fucking is. Anyway, so I actually had a couple things I want to pop into for this fine little evening. Apparently, I actually don't know jack shit about, but I guess there was a big boom boom that happened in Beirut. I like how I just described it, a big boom boom, but no seriousness, no, there was like some big ass explosion, or I guess or something. That's literally all I know. Like, did you hear there was an explosion in Beirut? Really? I'm like, okay, alright. I have vaguely heard anything about that, so that was something I want to kind of dabble into, just kind of see what the fuck it was about, for the most part. And, yeah. That, and, there's not really much else, honestly, you know, really beyond that. And that was honestly the real major thing that I was looking at. It's like, oh shit, some crazy stuff going on today. And also, some stuff with, Portland a little bit, but not like majorly, I guess. Nothing too serious. So there is a little something that was kind of fucked up that I heard from today. Smoke. I mean, the one and all, of course. I mean, you know, you gotta have that. You know what I mean? I mean that's a requirement. That birthday cake and balut. I mean, I don't know what happened. That's something I was gonna dabble into here in a little bit. A chemical plant. Oh damn! So it's a chemical plant. So, all right. Well, I'll delve into it a little bit more here, but just I guess. A chemical plant, a factory plant. Okay, so chemical factory plant, and so my guess. Okay, so now I have some guesses as to probably what happened. I'm assuming that maybe some technical malfunctions and technical errors, or some form of an accident caused a huge ass explosion. It was too big to be a work of a terrorist attack. Yeah, like from what I've heard, like I heard like 3,000 some people were injured, on top of the 70, I think, some people who died, or some, it was like 50 something, or like 59 or 69 or 79. There's a lot of people that, and there was a good chunk of people that died from it, but yeah, I didn't like I'm, you know, obviously considering the region and, you know, a lot of the destabilized politics of the region and shit, you know, a part of me kind of thinks like they're probably, you know, I wouldn't put it past me, but considering now that it's a chemical plant and a factory, that kind of rules it out. At least it ruled out in my mind, because like, well, I mean, that's in the middle of fucking Beirut, I would imagine, and also, like, I mean, maybe not literally in the middle of it, but you know, it's in one of the industrial zones of Beirut, like. It's not in any major region, and Beirut is also not a major place of destabilized power grabbing and, you know, combatancy and shit. It was at the docks in a populated area. Oof. Yeah, so kind of in the middle of Beirut, you know, so yeah, that I'd imagine being, oh man, some of the seas probably a little fucked up from the chemicals and shit, but yeah, that was something I wanted to, you know, maybe look at a couple videos and shit, maybe like one or two of them to kind of dabble into what the fuck it was all about. So, though, I mean, either way, it's just like, damn, fucking sucks, but. You know, obviously, you know, hopefully, you know, when an investigation comes out, see what the cause was, hopefully then they're, I'm assuming, I think Beirut's in Lebanon. I'm pretty sure it's Lebanon. And they, hopefully the Lebanese government's like, all right, well, we're going to put a policy and legislation to regulate this safety measure to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Because, obviously, you know, and if it's a man-made error, then... well, then maybe we need to have a little bit more of a stringent requirement to have that type of fucking you know, job, you know, at this point. So it's, you know, so either way, there needs to be at least a little something added to make sure something like this doesn't happen again, or at least it's, you know, the risk of this happening again is minimalized as much as possible. Because it seems like, you know, obviously these type of things are pretty rare. I mean, they don't, like, you don't hear about chemical or just factories just blowing up randomly, willy-nilly and shit. So I mean, you know, obviously, you know, whatever happened, you know, it's just like, all right, let's make sure that, you know, there's stringent checkups, and, you know, make sure that our factories are retrofitted so they're up to date, so so shit like this doesn't happen. Industrial accident, yeah, I imagine it was probably something like that. World's oldest tree is in some national park in Lebanon. Oh fuck. Let's protect that tree with literally every ounce of atomic being that the human species is capable of. Protect this tree! But damn, that's pretty fucking cool. But anyway, let's find a video here, because I have one or two that I can pull up. I know the Rational National actually made a video about it. I've been watching his stuff lately, so, you know, I might as well help boost his algorithm numbers and shit by watching something about that from his end. Damn. That's a pretty big boom boom right there. Yeah, it was right next to some, like, resort areas, too, from the looks of it. Yeah, I'll put the screen up. There we go, cool. They have some species of tree that grows on runners like strawberries, and there's on... and there's one that has been going on for 10,000 years. Damn. Damn. Whoa, dude! Whoa! Holy shit! So, I paused it on that. I paused it there. I'm like, oh, that's pretty bad. Holy fuck! Whoa, dude! Oh my god, holy shit! Wow, dude, what the fuck? Damn! Whoa! Wow, that is...
There are now several videos going around social media showing a massive explosion in Lebanon's capital of Beirut.
Damn, that is crazy, dude. Holy shit. See, I've never seen any footage. I've seen, like, the smokestacks and shit, and I'm like, damn, that looks bad. That... oh, that really just emphasizes the bad. Like, holy fuck. That was a gnarly explosion. Damn. That almost looked like, you know, like... Not literally, obviously, but you know how, like, a nuclear bomb will go off and it makes that mushroom cloud? It looks like that mushroom cloud type of thing. It looks like the mushroom cloud that goes off and shit. You know, like, damn, that is just like, whoa, dude.
I'm going to show you a number of these clips. And before I show the first one here, this apparently happened at a warehouse that was holding fireworks. And as you're going to see in one of the videos at least, there were clearly fireworks going off within the smoke before the massive explosion happened. So it doesn't appear to be related to anything else, but again, we'll have to wait for more reporting on that. But let me show you the first clip here, and then I'll show you several more angles.
Whoa! Dude, that's a smart move. Just start running. Holy shit. Oh yeah, you see the fireworks going off in there. Holy fuck! Let's just see that again, dude. Holy fuck, dude, that explosion is whack. Wow, dude, I am taken aback by that, dude. Wow. Just out of nowhere, boom! Just out of nowhere, wow, look at that, dude. Holy fuck. And then, boom! Just a wall of white dust and smoke and mist and who knows what the fuck else. Just boom. Holy shit.
So you can see a little more of the explosion there and what came before. So at the beginning of this, you see those fireworks going off. See that in the clouds near the bottom. And then this explosion just hits, and
it didn't just...
massive red cloud comes out of it.
A massive red cloud? What about the gigantic white mist of dust, air, and who knows what the fuck else that just, like, launches, like, miles of all over the place. Like, miles in any direction. Maybe not, like, miles, but... that looked like a good mile and a half, you know, from the actual explosion. I mean, maybe 2 miles, you know, so it definitely, you know, like, yeah, that shit expanded out a few, like, at least a couple miles.
Now, it's impossible to even imagine being there.
Dude, for real, bro, like, I mean, I'm not, like, I mean, I'm one that would love to watch explosions and shit, like, when things go boom boom, that's fun, there's, sometimes that can be cool, but, like, damn, I mean, but, like, you know, when you're just kind of, like, chill, like, it looks like this person's at a cafe, probably, you know, waiting to order something, then they just look and they see this big explosion, and then they're like, oh, fuck. They're like, oh, shit, whoa, yo, guys, look what's going on here, and then, you know, after some time, it's just like, boom. It's just like, whoa, dude, holy shit. That is nuts.
Hassan Faki here tweets out, FYI.
This isn't the worst time in Lebanon's history, a deep economic crisis with more and more of the population unable to access food. Okay, so maybe it wasn't a cafe, never mind. Healthcare, the general mood that was that it can't get worse. Damn, dude. Man. Condolences for Beirut, man.
This comes at one of the worst times in Lebanon's history. Hospitals in Lebanon are overwhelmed because of COVID-19 and lack of funding. We've seen massive layoffs recently, increasing strain Red Cross reporting hundreds injured.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, that tweet doesn't... Like, if that tweet was about the United States, that wouldn't be too different. I wouldn't think otherwise.
Now, this is a view from the water. Again, more of a...
Ooh, from the port. Oh, well, that was the video we just saw.
Whoa.
Wow. Damn, look at that red ball, dude. Look at that red ball of smoke. I wonder what all that is. You know, like what, you know, chemical shit caused that explosion. Or not really caused it, but, you know, at least caused all this red smoke. I mean, it's pretty colorful, too. I mean, you got some, like, white plumes. You got some brownish, orangish plumes. You got some heavy red, dense, like, maroon red plumes and shit. Like, there's all sorts of shit in this.
Just absolutely wild. Just so you get an idea of...
Another clip.
I mean, I'll link to all these videos below. But here, you can also see the fireworks here.
Oh yeah, they're going off there.
A bit of this, just so you get an idea of the origin of this being this warehouse holding fireworks, because you can clearly tell in this one that there's fireworks going off.
Yeah, there's fireworks going off all over the place in there. It's going... Whoa! Holy shit! Wow. So that guy probably was no more than a mile away, and not even within a second. Just like, shaboom, bam! Damn, dude. Fucking nuts, man.
Now, let me show you some of the aftermath here.
Wow, look at that. The streets of Beirut. Now, they just look like a... Looks like it just got, like... it just looks like, you know, a fucking combat zone just happened, dude. I mean, it ain't at all, but, I mean, it looks like it. That one big explosion just caused, like, all, like, various different... Like, a good chunk of Beirut to basically look like a partial war zone with just everything littering the streets, everything smashed to shit. Just... dust everywhere, fucking car windows smashed to shit, probably some tires popped due to shrapnel. Like, I mean, shit looks pretty, like, damn, dude. Man, Beirut got fucked. Damn, son. The wind of God. Oh, yeah, definitely. You know how a plane can get the water vapor when it passes speed of sound? That's the water vapor. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's breaking the sound barrier, basically. Is water vapor from the pressure wave. Yeah. Like, I imagine it was, like, you know, a mixture of just air particulates, water mist, dust, and stuff, you know, so. But, man, dude, that is crazy. That is fucking nuts. Jeez. I'm definitely curious about all the, you know, what kind of made the composition of the smoke, but obviously I imagine that's probably still under investigation and shit. You know, I imagine there's not much information besides what, you know, we kind of just saw there. Industrial accident is most likely to cause. A lot of people hurt. Beirut looks fucked. You know, a lot of shit looks fucked. And Beirut basically was like, can things get worse? Yeah, let's add a gigantic, you know, explosion in the middle of your town next to your docks and shit, and like get thousands of people injured and shit. Didn't see Orthodox rabbis cast a spell around. Oh my god. Ugh. No, I'm pretty sure it was just an industrial accident. Pretty confident that that's what it was. I don't think there's anything else going on. But yeah, cool shit, right? Nah, I mean, I guess it's like awesome in the sense of just like of how bombastic and like boom and big like bombastic it was, and like how powerful it was and shit, but not awesome of like the fuck yeah, boom booms. Like, if that boom boom was, like, in the middle of nowhere, just, like, in the middle of the desert and shit, I'd be like, holy fuck. Hope no one was in there. Oh, nobody was in there? Awesome! Look at that explosion! I had some liquid juice the other night and went deep on some Rick Riles. He was talking about the old Sumerian demon gods of Babylon. You do realize that he's just a bullshitter, right? I mean, I hope I hope he didn't go too deep on. I hope it wasn't too deep. I do. Okay. Because, like, oh my goodness. That dude is wild, man. That's fucking, like... It's just, like, a great example of not just a grifter, but of just a failed education system. He's a mixture of both. It's kind of an example of both going on there. Oh, I forgot. I can actually type into the chat while I'm streaming. Dude, Streamlabs, man, these streaming platforms are weird. I can actually, like, type into the fucking chat from here, but, like, with Twitch, if I'm streaming there, I can't actually directly chat in the chat like I could here. Like, here. Well, I can actually pull the screen back up to show what I mean. Okay, so... Alright, you got this, right? Well, so, on YouTube, I can actually, like, have a chat. Like, I can actually comment on it from here. On Twitch, that's not there for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, Streamlabs, why is that not consistent? Because I could actually do direct commands and, like, you know, do fun things with that. And also, there's no pop-up. Like, as you noticed, you know, probably when I was fucking on the YouTube side of things from over here, like... On Twitch, there's usually like a little purple bubble that, you know, pops up the chat. There isn't any on this at all, so it's just like, it's like literally I take one thing and I get one thing taken away, you know, depending on the fucking platform. It's like, can't I just have both for both of them? Like, fuck you. Like, what is this? It's nonsense. It's like, come on now. Come on now. Thinks that all the old pre-Abrahamic gods of the Middle East are real and are super demons, basically. I mean, yeah, I guess they're super demons, but guess what? They're not real. They don't real, Wiles. They are not real, Rick. Like, can you turn yourself into a pickle, Rick? No, you can't. So I imagine that these super demons are not real either. The cool in Jehovah. I mean, honestly, like, I'd drink a beer, I'd smoke up with fucking these super demons that he always boasts about. I kind of wish they were real. Fuck. Give me some of them super demons, dude. I mean, shit, I'd summon some super demons right now. Just hang out with them and kick it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, so another fun random little side news. This isn't really as big. There's actually nothing to really pull for it. But today, near the PPA building, the Portland Police Administrative Building, I imagine is what it's called, and fucking they like. There's a pub near there called Tabor Pub, and I'm not even kidding. The fucking police literally are like, we're gonna take your tables now. They just like, they literally took like the picnic tables of Tabor Pub outside their pub and just jacked them. They just stole their tables. Like, yeah, they're ours now. Like, that happened earlier today. It's like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, why are you like, literally out of anything you could do a civil asset forfeiture on while this is all going on, you take fucking picnic tables to a fucking pub? Like, oh my god, it is just so ridiculous. Like, really? Like, oh my god. It's just stupid bullshit. I mean, it's literally like, how petty must these fucking cops be where they're, like, looking at fucking picnic tables as potential weapons or some shit? It's like, boo. You fucking suck. I drink an M4 terracotta vase of ancient Persian rye beer porridge with 4% alcohol in celebration to them. That's That's awfully specific. That is very specific. But
greetings from the cockpit.
Greatness from the cockpit. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, why are cops so fucking petty like that? Like, I mean, are they? Is it like a way for them to legitimately like attempt to be like, hey, like, oh look, protesters stole these things, so we found them, and now they it's giving us more reason to justify. Like, are they really just trying to grasp at straws to really make themselves look good, but ironically, or I guess unironically, they're actually making themselves look worse? Like, come on. Like, you're taking fucking tables from a bar. Like, this is dumb. It's just like, really? Why? Why though? There's no reason for this. They're trying to be team players and act the way Hell's Angels acts. They're no different than they're not cloned on some water planet. Well, obviously, I mean, they're not like, I know they're not like some random clones on like a water planet. Like, yeah, the police, just are manufactured in a cloning facility on a water planet, of Camino. Yeah. No, I mean, of course not. But I mean, the thing is, we have allowed this system to be in place to where we have allowed these schmoes who are very open about exploiting their power and shit to be in this, and to be in this position. It's just like, that can't. that just needs to be stopped at that point. Like, yeah, I got nothing inherently wrong with these random Joe schmoes or whatever, but when they got a problem with me, that's where I have a problem with them. When they're using a badge to basically justify them, fucking with people, then obviously I'm gonna be like, hey, fuck you. So, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, it's something that just goes on for way too fucking long, and it needs to be, a systemic addressal of that issue, So, I mean, it's like, how long? It's like, I mean, this thing, it really has been a consistent issue. It's like, I mean, other nations have legitimately been able to have prerequisites and standards in place to where their police actually serve and protect the community and actually, abide by just laws and be like, hey, we're gonna actually help you out and shit. I'm relaxed. I wish mine were the same thing. I'm pretty sure a few of the local PD here actually like to kind of check me out every now and then. I'm sure probably because they got word about my presence and protests and shit. So, at this point, I make my presence out to them. I'm like, they keep literally doing patrols, and they always like give me a little checkup, like, I'm always like, fuck, what's up? What, scrawny old me, like the skinny, scrawny white boy me is gonna do something to you? It's like fucking pussy. I think one thing is they need to stop thinking themselves as soldiers or civilians like us, or should be anyway. Oh, 100%. And a lot of reasons why they do that is because of how they get trained sometimes in a lot of different police departments. Of course, the hashtag not all rule applies. Like, they're gonna find, like, I mean, your police, as you stated, are pretty relaxed and shit. But there's a lot of police departments. I mean, honestly, I'd say the majority of them that kind of make it seem like, yeah, out in those streets, people out there out to get you. Gotta treat it like a front line type of mentality. They kind of get trained into be in the, at least to think somewhat in the mentality like a soldier. Maybe not literally of one, but like one. Like, you gotta think about, like a rule of engagement, or you gotta think about the combatants that you have to deal with on a daily basis and shit. It's like that type of stuff. It's not like, you have to have your gun on, literally holding it at all times and aiming it. It's like, I mean, but there's too much parallel and similarity to both of those positions for the police to really operate like a civilian public service position, which is what they should be. I mean, because the ability for them to just, at this point, whether systemically or otherwise, at this point, to, do extrajudicial means of pretty much doing what they want, whether it's civil asset forfeiture, or I think there was even one point, I forgot what county specifically in California, but there was like a sheriff who was like, who messages publicly about this library, like, yeah, this library supports BLM and stuff, so if they get robbed or something, we're not going to come to their help and shit. And it's just like, what? That's literally your job. You should literally be immediately step down, be fired, and like in this entire police department reworked or revamped, because evidently, systemically, they feel like, oh, we don't have to help certain people because of things we disagree with them on and shit. It's just like, what? No, that's not your job to just pick and choose who you get to protect. So I mean, it's just like whatever, obviously, depending on the department, the issues are going to vary, but I mean, it underlies a very fundamental problem that systemically that they're corrupt as fuck and become, essentially their own little forces of extrajudicial gang membership, basically. Or in police who think they're soldiers with a license to kill and harass. Yeah, because of a lot of how they get trained and shit. Of course, not every single fucking person, even if they are trained that way, is gonna think that way necessarily. But but especially if they are trained in that way, then they're more likely going to think that in that type of mindset, even if they aren't on a general level all the time. Because when things get heated, they're going to think, oh shit, I need to get that soldier instinct to kick in now, So it's just like, when it's in the back of their minds, it's just like, that really shouldn't be a factor for them. Like, when it comes to the point where, oh shit, things will get heated, you send in the professionalized team, the SWAT team, which also they need, I would say, even more stricter and stringent de-escalation tactics as well. But of course, when it comes to situations, they're the ones who are more licensed to deal with these more heavy-duty situations. Like, you shouldn't just send your average, not even really send, but we shouldn't even be making our average beat cops, have to deal with situations that, a small little SWAT team can probably easily tackle without having to harm or kill anybody. Soldiers should have rules to not murder civilians and harass, to treat capture enemies ethically, not torture or execute. Exactly. And to actually treat them humanely. Like, there was I know it's definitely kind of like a anecdotal thing for sure, but I remember there was accounts from Germans during World War II who would be, especially near the end of the war, where on the Western Front, they were more likely to surrender because of the treatment that the British and the Americans had towards German prisoners, in comparison to the Eastern Front, where Russians were obviously doing tortures, executions, unethically treating prisoners very awfully and shit. So it's just like, they saw the Western side of like, yeah, they treat us at least more ethically. They at least give us 3 hots and a cot, and we're not like totally beaten and tortured and shit. So, hey, we're gonna, at least we're treated somewhat like humans and shit, so. Finnish show Soviet soldiers no mercy. I think that angered them towards the Axis powers. Yeah, especially considering that they had this antagonistic, aggressive force, being like, hey, we demand this because this is rightfully, our territory and shit. And they're like, what? And, they're just kind of sitting there like, wait, what? No. So, it's just like, yeah, no thank you. I think I'm good on, having to go through that bullshit. But then, well, evidently they were like, nah, we're going to invade you anyway. And, well, obviously that angered them. And then during the continuation war, they obviously were more sympathetic toward the German side. By German was seen as preferable in 1939, 1940. No, Finnish troops torture and execute. Yeah, as, it's like a vengeance mentality of like, oh, because of their treatment, of what they've done to us and shit, like, we ain't gonna show them mercy because fuck them, Which, while, looking at it could be like, sure, understandable, that don't fucking justify it. It's just like, you still have to treat them like a fucking person. You gotta still treat them ethically. Like, Like, hell, like, let's say there's a crazy hypothetical putting things into now circumstance where, let's say, like, live rounds were used in, like, a protest, for example, or some shit. Again, hypothetical. And, let's say, like, a protester caught one of the feds or a police officer. It's like, it's just like, look, they're scumfuck for using live rounds on us and shit, but do we want to stoop down to the level by just beating him and killing him? Do you think we're going to look better? Even if an ceasefire just sacrifice, you still can't kill them. I mean, they still at least need to be held to the core law and shit. Obviously, I mean, every, fiber of your being might say, you should die. And rightfully so, honestly. I mean, there's still a ethical bound, as a modern society especially, that, if we're trying to especially be better than the people that we're going after against, we have to be on that upper plate and shit. It's why, it's like, I made a comment on fucking video about the whole eviction protests that are going on that I think Kyle uploaded. I'm like, and I said, like, if people start rioting, like, it's honestly justified, not that but it's like, not that I support that, but it's just like, I mean, when people, get fucked for so long, I mean, what do you expect from people, I mean, especially, it's like the same thing with this. When you see someone, like, murder a child, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't fucking, be in favor of that person being killed for it, just because of that alone, well, I mean, I guess I could, but, I mean, I wouldn't want that just because of that, because, they still need to be upheld to a fucking court and, judged by the, trial of their peers and shit. But, if a group of people, you whacked them and offed them because of that shit, I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh shit, how dare you people, I mean, because, again, it can be understandable, but still, it's like, we shouldn't be doing that, but, whatever. It's like, if you're gonna be doing that, then, I mean, it's understand that you're not really being much better than that person. What protests where? For the evictions, that was in Atlanta, Georgia, I believe. It was in Georgia, I know that much. I mean, Kyle on Secular Talk made a video about it, so you can check it out there. But yeah, I mean, because the point I'm making is, like, while even, like, on emotional levels, it's like, yeah, we totally get that, this is a fucking, almost, like, a kind of a reaction that might, that a lot of people would have to a situation and shit. It's just like, well, not just on an ethical standpoint, but even on, like, an optical standpoint, it's like, it's not the best thing to do, necessarily. I mean, like, I mean, it's at least when it comes to, state-sanctioned murder or, fucking killing somebody, at least. And that's, because that needs to be a line that needs to be drawn and shit. Or it's like, can we not just kill people because we disagree with them or just vehemently hate them for an action or something? Psst. Like, if anything, maybe we could learn from that person and, fucking figure out why that person did the act that they did so we can so we can look out for that in the future so we can minimize that type of shit from happening again. By being more aware of what it is and being on the lookout of it. So, seems like a little bit of a better idea, I tell you what, mate. Let's check it out, fucking. Whoa, what's this? Doiner 31? A hoverjet transport. Whoa, that's cool. Ever seen a pale blue dot? Yeah. Oh, of course I have. Oh damn, Hassan
Okay,
fucking reacted to this
so
shit.
Let's get
For the,
started. So
Beirut.
Rocco Soila has like some information on it. So I'm gonna look at what he has reported on thus far. There's of course a lot of blood and things like that. So I don't want to show you all the footage. I have to go through it carefully. But just all you need to know is that there was a gigantic explosion on a port in Beirut. Okay. Here it is. Unverified. At the time it was unverified, but now we know this is true. So that's the original footage, okay? That's one of the first things that came out. Insane, like mushroom clouds and everything. The reason why I think maybe it's not, the reason why I don't think it's fireworks is because fireworks would not explode that way, and there would be secondary explosions if they actually blew up. And they would fly out into the sky and shit. So that was a silly take. Here is another.
They're on the lower part of the. You can't see it from this angle.
From like a nearby. I think this is the one from a hotel or a restaurant or something. Look at this. Just absolutely devastating, absolutely insane. Here's another one. This is from an apartment like a couple blocks down. First you see smoke coming out, then you see a couple crackles, right?
Those are the
like
fireworks.
You start seeing mini explosions, and then the big one comes.
Yeah, those mini explosions are the fireworks. That's what they are, Hassan.
Leveling. Literally leveling all of the buildings in the nearby vicinity. I don't know. Wait, let me just go through this real quick to see if, okay, this person is alive and not bleeding, because TOS for Twitch. Here. All the windows, I guess all the windows in his apartment also shattered, even though he's like a couple blocks away. Just
jeez. Wow, different video here. Holy fuck. Everything got fucked up.
Fucking insane.
Fuck.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm out of control. I apologize for that.
Jesus. Nuts, man. That shit is nuts. Like, holy fuck, dude. Man. Shit be fucking wild, mate. Shit be bloody wilds. Skip around a little bit.
Wait, does this have, please don't send me shit with TOS in it, okay?
Jesus. God damn.
Are there people inside? Is that who's screaming, or is that just someone who's like...
هنكسر حبيبي.
This government? No. So
Crazy.
Again, don't know who's responsible for it. Not saying that. The ambulance teams are transporting hundreds of wounded people from the explosion site right now, as there are calls to donate blood in Beirut and suburban hospitals.
Jeez. Man, shit is nuts. Man, could 2020 just, like, seriously, like, pump the brakes for, like, 1 fucking second? Like, literally, for, like, 1 second, can, like, 2020 just chill? For just 1 second? Like, goddamn. Like, damn, this year has no chill at all. Like, none at all. It's like, for fuck's sake. Is there, like, any chill that we can have? Like, any? At all? Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, mate. Jesus fucking Christ, mate. Oi, oi. It's still fucking burning. Oi. Well. See if there's another fucking clip. Oh my god. Cops handcuffed children, assume black family stole vehicle. Wow. I'm not surprised whatsoever. Let's check out some bullshit, because that's always great. Some bullshit, gotta check it out. Some dumb gross ass bullshit done by some piggies. Yep, yep.
A black family in Aurora, Colorado were arrested, handcuffed, and held at gunpoint, including several children, over a vehicle that was suspected stolen, which of course was not stolen. So I'm going to first show you this clip that was taken by somebody that was witnessing this, and then I'm also going to show you the NBC News segment on this that goes a little deeper into the details. But first, here is the cell phone video.
Yeah, so random sad screaming children, you know, and their family, you know, just confused beyond fucking grief, you know, is probably totally guilty of taking a vehicle. Yeah, totally. Just fuck. Oh my god. Just fuck this shit. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Every single one of those cops should be immediately fired. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just immediately fired.
Alright, so look, I'm not going to show you the full video here. I'll link to it below the video, but it's essentially a minute and a half of kids crying while laying on the ground. I don't know in what world this seemed reasonable.
It ain't.
Even if their protocol is to arrest people who are suspected of being in a stolen vehicle, use some common sense here. These are children that have absolutely nothing to do, even if the car was stolen, which of course it's not. I'll get to, again, that segment in a minute. But even if it was stolen, what threat are these children? Yet this is the approach these cops take. Yeah, again showing you these, look.
Yeah, there's no de-escalation in this whatsoever. It's just literally, let's just escalate it by just mass arresting this group of people here, a family of people here, and ask questions later. There's just no consideration of the humanity of these fucking people because, well, I wonder if it has anything to do with the way they look.
It's just there. Again, showing you these cops have way too many resources. There's just way too many of them to deal with this situation.
Yeah, like, you literally need no more than, like, 1 or 2. You need no more than fucking 2 for this, by the way.
With a bunch of children that are no threat at all. Don't they have anything better to do? Completely insane. Let me show you the NBC News segment on this, which goes into a little more detail.
This morning was supposed to be a girls' trip to get nails done. But before this family got to an open salon, they were detained by Aurora police.
I saw a car next to me with 4 girls in it. Feet were up on the dash. It was real cute. The next thing I know, the police pull up silently behind them and had guns drawn on the children.
Jennifer Wirtz started recording on her phone when the police handcuffed the kids and put them face down on the ground.
That's police brutality. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That's police brutality.
From right to
Yeah, that is. She's not only 100% correct, she's 200% correct.
shows a 12-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
A fucking 6-year-old! Oh yeah, because a 6-year-old is totally gonna be fucking trying to do fucking Grand Theft Autos, you stupid fucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, oh shit, we caught ourselves a bunch of blacks. Oh shit, one of them, they're training a little Grand Theft Auto thefter in training here. Oh shit, we got a 6-year-old training to be a fucking car thief, and they got his little compliance little thugs here. Well, looks like we better start getting our guns out and fucking, take care of business, I tell you what. It's just like, fuck this bullshit. God, man, you wonder why people are calling for not just defunding of police, but even abolition of them. And dude, it's just because the current police departments in this fucking country are just, they're fucking ridiculous. So, like, I mean, yeah, let's abolish our current ones and replace them with more just, humane fucking police departments that actually, serve the community. Like, because if that's the case, then, you want to know what happened if, like, there's a reported vehicle that might have been stolen? One cop would come over and be like, hey, we heard that this vehicle is stolen, we're just gonna run plates real quick. Oh, it's not stolen, have a good day. And then you move on, it's just like, this is not the vehicle we're looking for, well, alright, we're moving on. It's like they don't even have to confront them. They're just like, we see a potential vehicle that matches the description. Let's run the plates. This vehicle's not stolen. Well, it's not the right fucking vehicle. You move the fuck on. You don't even involve them at all. It's like you can literally just be like, post up and then, and if, if it happens to run, then you go be like, hey, well, this vehicle was reported stolen. We just want to ask a few questions, whatever. And, just there you go. And if they're like, well, and they have like a story like, yeah, like, I mean, fucking, let's say there's like some family dispute or some shit, and, one of the domestic partners, said that it's reported stolen, but it's not because there's a court dispute to, who gets the vehicle and shit, but we're using it today for, getting our nails done and stuff. We're not, it's just like, it's just, stupid family dispute drama or some shit, because that stuff does happen like that. I've heard about that shit happening before, and I've even heard stories and seen stories where it's like, oh yeah, my vehicle's stolen. Oh really, is it? Yeah, my spouse took it, or my partner took it. That's not stolen. It's just like, I mean, it's like, what the fuck. So I mean, like, there's so many other fucking ways to deal with this issue and not escalate it. It's, or even have to confront them at all. So, like, it's ridiculous. This is so fucking absurd. And again, fucking fire every single one of these fucking cops that were involved in this shit. There needs to be an investigation on them and on their past records and whoever else, has been partnered with them to see if there's been any liability on people who've worked with them in the past who weren't directly involved in this. To see how much complicity, other officers were with these officers by their side too.
She's screaming for her mother, and I'm trying to calm her down.
Police say they detained this family because they got a report of a stolen vehicle from the parking lot at East Island Ave and Buckley Road. But Brittany Gilliam's car wasn't what they should have been looking for.
He's like, something about the car being reported stolen. And I was like, this happened months ago. You guys cleared it. We had to pick up the car the very next day. Like, so I'm not understanding what's going on.
Brittany's car.
Okay, so hearing that, so it sounded like this car was reported stolen months ago. And then they got that cleared up, and it got absolved, obviously, because they have a vehicle. But they basically decided to essentially, this is just a harassment tactic, towards these people. to just intimidate them more and to make them more fearful of the fucking cops, because there's really no other explanation to that. Because, like, oh, well, it was reported stolen, so we're going to say it was still reported stolen. It's like, no, it wasn't. You oh my god.
Stolen in February and found the next day. The vehicle that was actually reported stolen on Sunday morning was a motorcycle with Montana plates. It just happened to have the same license plate number as Brittany's Colorado plate.
There's no excuse why you...
Montana plates, Colorado plates. Even if the numbers happenstance are the same, I'm pretty sure you can distinctively notice that fucking difference. And with the letters being different too. There's plenty of fucking difference in those license plates for you to be like, seems off. Oh my god. If this isn't just like, I mean, no matter what, like blatant incompetency, just nothing more than just harassing, you know, just a fucking, you know, these fucking people for no reason, you know, besides just like, oh, we reported something stolen, you might have, you know, fucking have the stolen vehicle, which doesn't even match the goddamn description of the fucking vehicle, which is a motorcycle with Montana plates. God, just fire all these dipshits involved in this stupid arrest. Like, Jesus. It's absurd.
You do not want to make the kitty angry.
No shit, you don't make kitties angry.
handle it a different type of way.
Aurora police say they are trained to do what's called a high-risk stop when contacting a stolen car. That means weapons are drawn and the people in the car are told to lie on the ground. It's like...
That's an oh my, that's a direct escalation. No, oh man. Yeah, because, like, every random person who just jacks a car has, like, you know, a militia's worth of ammunition behind them, which is where they require, like, 8 cops with guns drawn, like, at a parked fucking random parking lot with getting their nails done, because, why not? Wrong license plate, not even the correct description of the fucking vehicle they're looking for. Oh, this is just, the comedy of errors, dude. Holy shit.
What the hell are you griping about now?
So the Aurora police, okay, so the context for this story that I'm jabrambering about is that there was this, so this black family has this blue van or whatever the fuck, or you know, SUV, and back in February it was reported stolen, but then found literally the next fucking day, and you know, it was all worked out or whatever the fuck. So on Sunday there was a reported motorcycle of Montana plates that was stolen, but their license plate happened to be the same numbers as the fucking Montana plate motorcycle, but nothing else, basically.
Wrong state.
Yeah, wrong state, wrong
Same
letters.
Numbers, wrong state.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it's literally just a comedy of errors, and just and also how to even address the situation going into a supposed stolen vehicle with guns drawn and like, I mean, I was going off earlier about, like, here's how you confirm if that's a report of a stolen vehicle, and if so, then you know, have, like, maybe one extra backup vehicle just on standby, and then you go up and deal with, you know, the situation, and not, like, on the ground or whatever, but be like, hey, we're asking questions, you know, about this stolen vehicle or whatever, because, like, I mean, you don't have...
License and registration, please. You didn't realize you're a missing person in a stolen vehicle, and... What?
Yeah, you know, so it's just like...
It's like, yeah, you're a missing person in a stolen vehicle. Pull over up at the next old quickie store and call home.
Yeah, see, with that's an actual, like, de-escalative tactic.
I will do that.
Showing up with, like, 6 to 8 officers of guns drawn, you know, to question whether if to even confirm if it was, like, don't they have a computer in there to be like, we're gonna
Crater Lake, they only had one officer available to pull me over, but
yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's just like, don't they have, like, a little computer? Well, obviously back then they didn't, but nowadays, don't they have, like, a thing where they're like, alright, you know, before we even confront this situation, let's look up on a computer, make sure this license plate is the same. all right, it's not, okay, well, it's not the same one as the one that's reported. It's a totally different plate. Okay, moving on. You know, it's just like...
What state were the plates from?
So the vehicle that they harangued the black family from were the Colorado plates from Aurora. So locals basically.
Oh, yeah,
And then the Montana, so the ones that were stolen were Montana
up
plates.
on the computer screen, because there's been people that got away because the cop entered wrong.
Yeah,
states.
which
Any state beginning with N, most of the states do begin with M, but
there's a lot, yeah.
you know, the cop punched in MO, which is Missouri, or
Yeah, I think that's Missouri.
I think it's Missouri.
Yeah, that's Missouri.
One of the other states that begins with M, and it's like, okay, you're cool, you can go. This is the opposite effect, and the guy was a serial killer.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows that, like, evidently, like, sheer competency has been, is just been...
shows up on the computer screen, MO, and you're looking at a Montana plate, you might think Montana, M-O, and,
I don't know, like, the thing is, that type of shit should be, like... I mean, that type of shit, though, should actually be legitimately, like, something that, an officer, especially if they're dealing with a situation like this, should actually be knowledgeable to make sure that they don't fuck up something like that. I mean, because, especially if they're...
How many times do you make a stupid little mistake on your job and fuck up? If the cops do it, it can be...
the thing is fucking up, like, cutting up meat for a customer versus, trying to be a law enforcer. I would say the fuck-ups are a little bit marginally different on that one. I mean, officers should be held to a higher standard if they fuck up in comparison to someone like me. I mean, like, because if I, like, oh, you got my slice of meat wrong. It's like, oh, well, let me just redo it. I mean, a situation like that for an officer is something to really redo that, because especially with the trauma, like, there's this...
People, they're just like you, and it's like, oh,
well, yeah, but, I mean, yeah, though the point being is that there needs to be a, yeah, though the point being is that...
like that can be made by a cop just as easily
well,
as it could be made by
the
you.
point is that there needs to be a higher standard, because obviously people fuck up, but let's make, both have standards so that, we have people in there that are not likely to fuck up, and if there's especially very high tendencies of fucking up, especially severe ones like this case and shit, then there needs to be some very strong repercussion from that. Like, because honestly, like, due to the whole situation from it, like, because they like harangued like like a 16, a 15, a 14, and then like a 6-year-old, all like on the ground with like drawn on. It's like, that's just like not even an excuse. Like, that shouldn't be like, oh, like leave or something. That's like, that should just be like, like fired. Like, that's not something officers fucking do, when dealing with a situation, especially when there's children. Like, Jesus.
That's extreme, but
yeah, I mean,
everyone could fuck up. You might be having a bad day. I'm not excusing it, but I'm just saying this shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's just that there needs, it's just like
one letter on your computer screen.
Certain, just depending on the, it's just like, with any job, like, you don't want to have, like, some jobs have just higher criteria if you fuck up in it. Like, if you're a lumberjack, if you fuck up with that, you could actually be killing your fellow, workers in that because of trees and... Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, if there is even especially a legitimate risk, then, the contingencies and repercussions for fucking up, especially depending on the fuck up, too, should be...
You do not want to make the kitty mad.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't make Kitty angry. But
Puss in Boots is on.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Makes sense for the references.
You do not want to make the kitty mad. Whips out the claws, the pants come down. That's good.
Because they're just fucking speedy little darts. I mean, for real, like, sometimes I'll be, like, looking look back to see if Bandit's there or some shit, and then I, like, look around, and it's like, oh, shit, it's not there. Then I turn around, and he's just in front of me now. It's just like, what the fuck? You were just behind me, like, not even a second ago. crazy ass fucking cat. You're a crazy fucking cat, you. Let's see here. I just want to do something really quick. Baba boom, baba booey, baba booey. Hey, thing's still going. Baba booey. Ba 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 booey. Ba 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 booey. Baba booey. Alright. Doesn't seem like that one's work. God damn it. God damn it. Still not fucking up. It's giving me like, the quest is missing for real. Oh my god, you were not doing this like 20 minutes ago. Now you're, whatever. But fuck you, Streamlabs. You suck. You suck tremendously. Tremendously, let me just tell you, mate. Let me just tell you. Quest is missing. Get out of here with this request shite. What did I just click now? Can't. That's relaxing piano. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to relax piano. No relaxing piano. I don't want to deal with relaxed pianos. Normally I'd play a fucking tune right now, but I know how YouTube is. So it's just like, god damn it, I can't really do that. Well, that bloody sucks. Yep, and Streamlabs has officially also pooped the shit too. That's just great. That's just tremendous. Just bloody tremendous. Whatever. Honestly, it's pretty decent little hour worth of time killing. Oi, oi. I really need to organize these shelves a little bit. Actually, kind of thinking of an idea to maybe organize some of this shit in general. But another idea for another day. Got a fucking itch. Itch, be gorn. Be gorn, you itch. There we go. Alright, well, I shall be smoking my bowl, and I'll be wrapping it up for the evening, so I hope y'all enjoy the lovely little random talks and reactions of random bullshit. And at some point, I'm probably going to see if I can follow up with that whole Beirut shit, too, because that's definitely some interesting stuff. It's like, whoa. You know, sometimes it does kind of pay attention to international politics a little bit. It's a good idea to do that every now and then. Because, I mean, you kind of miss out on realizing that shit happened. So, I'm pretty sure from the looks of it that happened today. Or sometime early this morning, so. Either way. Anyway. Nice. Anyway, peace out. And I'll be back sometime whenever, who knows.